Seeing the chief imperial doctor leave, the man's eyes fell on the prince. The prince, who was still alive, seemed to be trying to tell the man something, and Roy looked at the dying prince. The prince's eyes filled with tears, because the prince was the best thing that had ever happened to him in the whole palace. But there was nothing he could do now. When the lights came on, Roy lost his sight again. The head doctor took Roy away and told the maid that the prince's temperature was under control. After the head doctor disappeared from Roy's sight, Roy's body almost suffocated as if he had just breathed in fresh air. At that moment, Roy returned to the Imperial Hospital. His heart was burning with anxiety. He found his kit and his walking stick, then he sneaked back into the prince's room. But when he came back to save the prince had no signs of life. On the other hand, the chief physician who was destroying the evidence suddenly realized that a silver needle was missing from his toolkit. But Roy, who was looking down in sadness, saw that the needle was still stuck in the prince's head. When Roy pulled it out and examined it carefully, but he didn't realize that someone suddenly broke into the prince's room. Roy quickly hid himself. It turned out to be the chief physician who came back to look for his missing needle. Roy took the opportunity to escape through the window, but in his haste, he cut himself on the thigh. The sound of the impact also attracted the chief physician's attention. Roy's escape was seen by the guards on patrol. The head doctor arrived later and said he saw someone running out of the prince's room. The head of the guards and the head doctor went into the prince's room to check on him. The prince was already dead. The blood and tears left behind by the prince seemed to be a silent proof that the figure that just ran away was the murderer of the prince. Now, Roy couldn't tell the truth.